So this video is aimed at any of my viewers who live outside of the States. From looking at my analytics, a big bulk of my viewers hail from America, and to you guys, you probably know the answer to this already, but before researching for this video, I didn't, and want to let others know how it works. So now that Game of Thrones has finished, and the series finale has passed, by the way, I ain't saying nothing about that finale, and I find myself thinking about what a cultural phenomenon it has become. Most shows will air in the States, usually Eastern time, and then won't show here, in the UK, till the next day or potentially an hour or so later. But Game of Thrones is different. Game of Thrones airs in the UK alongside the American showing. The thing about that is, GMT, which is UK time, or British Summer Time, BST, which is now because the clocks went forwards in March, are ahead of Eastern time. So Game of Thrones is airing at 2 AM here, well past our 9 PM watershed, which is the time it's acceptable to air adult-based content, i.e. content with swearing, violence and sex. But if you live in Pacific Standard Time, PST, well 9 PM Eastern is 6 PM PST, which isn't past the American safe harbour, which is from 10 PM till 6 AM. So with a show as culturally important and with so much hype surrounding it, how does HBO and Game of Thrones overcome the safe harbour and air the graphic scenes from the show at dinner time in Cali? Well, they kinda don't. The mistake I made is that just because we get it here in the UK at the same time as the Eastern showing, doesn't mean the rest of America does. In fact, looking into it, Game of Thrones airs at 9 PM PST, 3 hours after Eastern. But man, what about spoilers? Say I live in Cali, I basically can't go on the internet from 6 PM till 9 PM when it airs? That's true, you can't go on the internet. At least, I wouldn't anyway. But there is a beacon of hope. You can stream the show when it originally airs at 6 PM PST in California et al, or 9 PM Eastern if you stream on HBO Now or HBO Go. That's how they overcome the safe harbour. They stream it on one of their own online services.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
Any of you who were listening carefully would have noted something. Game of Thrones airs at 9 PM, but I told you safe harbour is from 10 PM till 6 AM, so technically, HBO and Game of Thrones, they're still avoiding it by 1 hour. How? Well, it turns out that safe harbour is only under the FCC's jurisdiction for terrestrial channels, and premium channels, like HBO, have it much more lenient and can air programming based on factors such as their target audience, since it's their subscribers that pay for the content. So, there you have it. Game of Thrones and HBO avoid safe harbour by not actually avoiding it head on, but by enabling it to be streamed. But then they air an hour before safe harbour anyway, because their target audience allows them to do so. Hey guys, Brothers Jackson here. Like I said at the start, if you live in America, this was probably one of the most boring videos you could have watched, but for me, living in a country that only has one time zone, I found it very interesting to read about, and I hope some of my viewers who aren't necessarily American enjoyed hearing about it too, and the way that it works. Because I've never really thought about it until Game of Thrones, because obviously I do watch Game of Thrones, but like there's never been a show that I've watched that I've been that concerned with spoilers, and it's had that big of a following that I've had to like think about the fact that it airs at 2 AM my time for you guys in America. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I have a few more videos like this planned where it's like me looking up and researching things that I think are interesting and I want to know answers to. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and comment any ideas, anything you want to find out that I could look up, like research for you guys. And of course, subscribe for more great content, guys. Thank you very much. Peace.